So...
And we should be on now, so let's continue. Just hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Another productive session, hopefully, in the story of the Marble Machine 3. We are going to talk about marble gates.
Ooh.
I almost named this stream "What Would Rosero Do?" We have a sign here that says "What Would Rosero Do?" So to the left of your screen is, of course, the iconic Escapement wheel marble gate by Bertolli Rosero. And to the right on your screen is, of course, the infamous marble gate by yours truly. And the cool thing with today's stream is that we have to find out what direction the programming wheel will go into. So when we changed from gears to belts, the direction change. I'm actually going to show you the gear sketch to explain this a little bit better. How are you, Hannes 3000?
Well, I'm great. It's fun to try to do this a little bit later today as well. So perhaps some viewers who have a hard time catching our earlier live streams can join us here now. So let's see how we will feel. I feel like I have some energy left at least.
I love the idea of maybe reaching people on other continents as well. We stream like Swedish time. So yeah.
And perhaps we have some new viewers who saw that we did our first little weekly summary video on the main channel. So perhaps there's some new viewers who came that way as well. So welcome if that's the case.
Yeah, big welcome to all new viewers. And seems that some people are very happy for the summaries as well. So every week there will be a 8 to 10 minute summary. We did 12 minutes today. That was the only thing I was not happy with
Premiere
the
nerves, you know.
Yeah, he got too talkative. When you're spinning this gear clockwise, this gear will spin the opposite direction anti-clockwise. When you spin this gear clockwise and you connect it with this belt, this gear will spin the same direction as this, if I said anti-clockwise or clockwise. So this is first change. Belts have reverted the change, and there are cool methods to reverse a belt, but that often works most best with double tooth belt, where the tooth are on both sides. And in our silent sync timing belt, that's not the case. So I wanted to show you this. We had the idea of changing. No, I actually wanted to show you. Okay, I'm going to update this design. Let's see if Fusion crashes. The first thing that happens.
That would be a great start. Come on now.
We are okay. Went too fast for the computing. So very early last week, we started to talk about mirroring the whole design. So moving the base into the red base position, and me standing over here, and this being the front of the machine. This would mean that I would crank this crank clockwise seen from this direction, which would actually be the opposite rotational direction compared to both the previous marble machines. So this is a long-winded way of saying that if I stand on this machine and I crank it clockwise, that will again revert the rotational direction. So this leads up to the marble gate work I'm going to look at today, because I need to kind of see how I can connect this motion over to a marble gate and see if this can influence our decision, see if we can work with both ways of rotating the programming wheel, or if we need to. Basically, I'm torn. I'm torn if I should stand here and we should use the green base placement because I have new ideas for how to play that, or if I should stand here. So it's like early days, very, very big decisions, and I want to use kind of the marble gate discussion to kind of help me inform this decision. So that's my intro rant for today.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you heard it for yourself, people. Buckle your seatbelts. We're in for a ride.
It's so funny. We were like super nervous about streaming on the main channel, and on this Wintergatan live channel, we're just like fish in the water now.
We're here with our friends.
Yeah, our best friends.
Yeah, they've been hanging out with us for days, and hopefully some new friends will come from today's summary video.
That's so very true. So I have these wooden marbles because I want to play music with. I want to change the material of the marble to make it sound better on the vibraphone. I actually have the plates here as well.
Let's do this then, so people really can see what's happening. Woo!
So I brought some parts from Marcinex with me. So we used these rubber things to make the sound softer, so there's not metal on metal, which is horrible. But then I realized that we don't need those rubber plates if we just change the material of the marbles themselves. And since magnets are forbidden forever for the rest of my life, we can use this. That sounds pretty harsh right now. And we have a marble on the floor.
Oh.
These marbles are larger, so that's why I wanted to show you that. So let's check with the caliper. If you want to feel like an engineer, get one of these.
Yeah, they're impressive.
So this is 30 millimeters. And I think we can go even bigger. And this will be important today. So let's head into some CADing.
Oh, let's. You want to hear a nice comment here from Edward Sersmar. Hey Martin, I watched your first marble machine years ago and I fell in love with engineering. Because of you, I'm now getting a bachelor's in mechanical engineering in Milan. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's so cool. Good luck with the bachelor's and hope you can learn from my mistakes.
That's important.
So what I wanted to do today is very top level, like figure things out. So we made these adjustable designs. I think this is the better one. And in this master sketch, I want to figure things out. So currently the thesis is that the programming wheel is moving in this direction. So let me make a little arrow, which means that this registrator that we have here will also move in this direction, which is the opposite direction compared to the previous machine. So I want to find out, like, can we do this or not? And if we see, you can not really see it, but I think the dropping point will be something like here. So let's CAD a marble that is about to be dropped. Here. And let's make it a little chunky this time. I want to see them 40 millimeters.
Wider. Like the whole machine.
Yeah, the whole machine is huge right now. We can only play in arenas with like truck entrances.
Mr. Gonzonator just joined the chat here. I'm so happy the escapement gates are staying.
Gonzonator, you will be even more happy because I'm inspired by your designs. I'm going to try to make the one plain design that you were advocating with the giraffe design that you did. Gonzonator is one of our Avenger heroes. This is the end game. The heroes are assembling.
I get you to see portals all around us.
Shoof, shoof, shoof. And that's the only soundboard I have. So I'm gonna show you very quick what I mean right here. So let's make a mock-up of the marble gate. Let's actually, what would Rosero do?
What would Rosero do? That's a great question.
So how many teeth does Rosero have? 8, I think, right? So let's do a circular pattern. Let's do 40 millimeter marbles.
Rosero Bertoli is in chat. Haha, I recognize that thumbnail. Really curious how it turns out.
Okay, so we have all the Marblegate Avengers in the chat. I want to make... Okay, so since you're here right now, I'm going to try to show you as soon as possible like what I'm thinking. And I'm looking forward to your feedback on this. So since we have larger marbles, because of all our hard-earned lessons, right? Let me make... So now they're 40 millimeter. So say something like this. Or actually, you know what we can say? We can say that can I do this? You're tangential to you? Yes, I can. So let's say that this is the escapement gate. And what Gonsonator was advocating, when this is moving the opposite direction as before, we have to think about how we can then activate the marble gate. So I want to make the marble gate exactly like Rosero did it, but on the other side. I want to make it on the... So if you see the hand coming in and holding the black part, I want to move that to the left side to reverse the motion and also keep everything in one plane. Because on the Marble Machine X, the marbles had to cross the mechanics. And I want to... The marbles, after the marble divider, went through the mechanics. And I think on this machine, we will be able to keep the marbles up here. So I'm just going to make a few marbles. Like this. And we could keep all the mechanical things underneath the marbles. So they're never crossing. So the marbles come in here towards the gate. Boom, boom, boom. And we can hide the escapement thing on the backside. And what Gonsonator used the same wheel for the marbles as the escapement wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this wheel is a little small. Maybe not.
Bigger.
So that would be this size. And then if we think of Rosero's drawing, we make it like this. Here's the marble that is going to be escaping. So here is the foot holding the marble. I'm just going to do this very quickly. And I don't have the step file from Rosero's design, so I'm just eyeballing. So we're like in the ballpark. I think this is an okay pivot point. Like this. And then just to make things a little bit clearer, I'm going to make these construction lines. And I'm going to constrain this later. We are just figuring things out at the moment. So this will be the arm that will connect to the registrator here. So there will be a link over here somehow, perhaps, to there.
Mike Perry, look, a hockey stick. Gretzky's are waking up in the chat.
Yeah, there's a lot of Gretzky's skating where the puck is going in this chat. And then, which was Rosero's simple solution, was, oh no, these can't be construction lines. Sorry for that. I should just extrude this to make it a little bit easier for everyone to follow along. So you can think of this as a little... oh, it disappears when I'm going into the sketch. Never mind. So here's the little gear. Never mind the exact shape at this current moment.
Rosero has a comment here.
Okay.
Let's see. Hear what he has to say. The contact surfaces of the teeth towards the pivot of the palette need to be perpendicular. That's why it's hard to double use the same teeth for the marbles as for the pallets. So
I was thinking about that, but does the contact for the marble really need to be round? So, I mean, perpendicular to what? To the pivot or to each other? I'm just going to extrude some stuff here. So what I was hoping for, I know the tooth geometry have to be correct this time because we do not want to repeat. basically do not tweak anything Rosero sends you. But apart from that, the fit of the marbles can be a little bit whatever, I think. So what I mean with that is that the fit of the marbles can be altered. As long as there's a hole, I think the marble will push it correctly. This should sit much longer from the pivot point.
Oh yeah, Bridget Pettigrew with the best Gretzky quote of them all. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Now that is a quote, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a quote. So let me just clean up stuff a little bit. I'm just gonna make these marbles have the same size. And I'm gonna make them tangential so they come in a neat little line coming into the gate like this.
A lot of people are wondering if you ever tried 3D mouse or space mouse for CADing.
Yeah, I have one and I kind of loved it, and I didn't give it enough time to acclimatize myself. Is that Swinglish? Acclimatize?
Akklimatisera.
Acclimatisera. I think it's like if you want to start wearing glasses, you have to kind of like really get over the first nausea. And I had that with a 3D mouse.
Mr. Gonsonator here. Pivot point of the anchor needs to move the pallets perpendicular to the wheel.
Perpendicular to the center of the wheel or to the... That's the wrong button. Sorry for that. Here we go. Perpendicular
to the wheel. Pivot point of the anchor needs to move the pallets perpendicular to the wheel.
Yeah. So the anchor, we are free to design in whatever way we want, like so that it works. But I think Rosero's point is that the holes for the marbles, to double use the same is the issue.
Can you please show us what you're doing?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to press one button, and Hans is on me like
a tick.
Let me edit this feed. Because if this would work to put it on the inside, the visibility of the marbles would be great. Like you would see the marbles on the front, unobstructed by everything else. So, and the reason before I refused to release the marbles from behind like this, I really wanted a hockey stick on the other side because we were gonna guide the marbles. On the Marble Machine 3, I wanna drop the marbles completely just straight down, no guidance. And the accuracy with the hit points of the marbles will not be that bad. We don't need the same accuracy. I can actually show you why over here, if I can just find that design. So by making a funnel much larger, the marbles doesn't need to be that accurate. So resilience, okay?
Yeah.
This is resilient design. No, but in all fairness, we have funnel alternative 2. So we will just make like one unison funnel for this machine, no separate funnels. Think of, this wall is not even needed. Just like one piece of fabric here, or net, like a mosquito net or something, and it will take the marbles back into the machine. So, and the hit points will be much larger. So yeah, the accuracy of the drop points is less, which means that we can now have the marbles released from behind like this. So the marbles probably want to be... Do the marbles need to be tangential actually? So that's a question for the Gretzkys out there. Because if
you heard him.
If we could separate the marbles a little bit, see if I can do this still. 120, there we go. If we separate out the marbles a little bit, that should not be a problem. So here's my point. If we can create space around the marbles like this, we can then shape these walls straight. So basically, I should not have made a circle for this circular thing. I should just have made like a square to just demonstrate that we can have straight sides of these openings, which should be nicer for the escapement thing. So let's repeat this. We repeat this 8 times. And my point here is a marble will not complain about having to sit in here. Let's put the marble here. Look at this. This is not bad. No, the queue won't push. Wait, is that the issue here? We need a marble queue to constantly push this wheel. And would it really do that here? No, it wouldn't. Only one marble would push it. This marble would end up here, and it wouldn't push the escapement wheel forward. Because that was the other brilliant thing with this design. That is actually the weight of the marble queue that is pushing. So that's probably the reason why that thing doesn't work. But what if...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Mr. Super Lava. I can't believe that Hannes bought a new house just to set up a room the same as Martin, so it would look like they're in the same room on stream. And if you haven't seen, people, it's actually... We're in the same room.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone out there.
I can't believe you bought a house to build a streaming studio for me, though. So the whole idea of getting everything in one plane is because we want to have as many channels as possible. We're thinking about maybe having a full vibraphone, and then we want to save space sideways. And I have a dream of keeping everything centered. So the programming pin for the kick drum is going to be centered with the kick drum. So we don't have anything flaring out like we had on the original machine, where things flared out to the side. It was a big problem. So let me keep on trucking with this here. So this was already a stupid idea from me. I figured out this does not work. We need a marble queue. The marbles need to be tangential. So we found out one design requirement pretty fast. Let me redo until we are back here.
I love every time we just show a view of the room here. Team #cable management. They get so tangled up in chat.
Tangled up. That's the kind of level of puns you will get over here. Yeah, they are completely in shambles. Team cable management. So, what can we do under these circumstances? Because there's nothing that says... So now we know... Can we have more marbles in the... Rosero had 8. There should not be a universal law that has to be 8. So if I want a larger diameter, I should be able to... That's my next question for the Gretzkys in chat. I think an escapement wheel on a clock is not 8, so I think it should be really possible. Let's make it... Let's take this off.
And chat is also saying here a lot of... is this aesthetically or is this a really great working idea? Is this form from function?
This is complete form from function.
We know this work, right?
Like... Well, anyway, my idea behind it is to save space. So it's not for it to make it look good. There's no aesthetical motivations right now. If you're mistaken it for looking cool, that's all. That's all.
It's
better.
based on clock mechanisms, right?
Yeah, but oh, do they mean like in the clock escapement over the Pac-Man gate?
I just see here people are questioning: is this the best way to go, or is this to have it nice looking?
No, I think it's definitely the best way to go.
There you have it, folks.
So now we have some more marbles in the wheel. I kind of like the look of that. But now we want perpendicular walls. That's the whole thing. So what happens? I'm just going to try something here. We need them to be perpendicular on both sides. That's the issue, isn't it? So just for fun, if you want one shape, let's say we make another.
Here we go. Zone off. Something working is immediately looking better.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. What if... Listen to this. I think I have a solution. On the outside here, we do a 4mm big thing. What's happening? We have... Okay, I already have an extrude command. Check this idea out, Gretzkys. I'm going to offset this so it starts, say 8mm out, and I'm going to make it 8mm wide. So we have one shape on the sides and a completely other shape in the middle, so we can have the best of both worlds. So we do that one there. I'm gonna mirror this body over our sketch plane.
So let's see, Rosero chiming in again here. Larger is possible, I think. I had 8 because it has more positive hold and release on the marbles. But what about the sandwich? And then I scroll up a bit here and he has written... Is it possible to have a sandwich wheel?
Yeah,
where the outer parts hold the marble and the center slice has the palette geometry. Is this a Gretzky quote right here?
Can I just like get... Did you see that I was a Gretzky in this moment?
I didn't look at the screen, so I can't tell.
I was skating where Rosero puck was going.
Oof.
So I was into the same idea here. So this is the sandwich gate.
Sandwich gate.
That sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Let's just... no, we don't. So the outer 2 sandwiches are here, and then we make an escapement wheel in the middle for the escapement thing. That was my happiest moment when I had the same idea as Rosero. Makes me feel like we're going places.
And speaking of sandwiches, we have Bagel Bandit here. Can we get a Hannes 3000 encouragement soundboard? I could really use that in my life. Let's get to work, Martin. Let's do let's do a soundboard. Put that up as merch, right?
Perfect.
And yesterday was cardboard cutouts as well, so we can implement the two. Just have random woo every now and then.
That's a great idea. Here we go. In the middle, we're making the shape for the escapement wheel itself. And that's going to be a symmetric thing. Whole length like this. Let me hide the sketch and let me color this so things get a little clearer. I should, of course, have them so they touch each other. So, and then we need some holes through them. So this would sit together like with 3 bolts or something.
Spiffy 1209 question: when is Wintergatan, the video game, coming out? And one could hope pretty soon, but as you can see, I imagine it will be quite boring, right? It will be more like a CAD simulator.
Tu bruto. Tu bruto.
I mean,
what of this is boring?
I mean, farming simulator, lawn mowing simulator, surgeon simulator, those are popular games. Let's have CAD simulator then.
Hannes 3000, can you please let me know exactly what of this is remotely boring?
That's true. That's true. I'm being harsh. This is riveting to the extreme.
So let me just cut out the bolt holes there. And let me get a little grip on myself regarding to these measurements.
And we have Martin Styret Blomberg in the chat also.
Wonderful. Another Gretzky right there.
I would pay anything for Hannes 3000 shoutouts any day. Now, perhaps you're going to need to put your money where your mouth is. I can get your phone number, you know. Let's set this up.
So, let me check what I made this offset. I made it 8mm. But, is it? Wait. So, no, the offset is 10mm. Fine. Then I should do the green thing 20mm. Boom. And then I'm going to just delete this stupid thing I did. Delete. And now we can copy this over.
A lot of people are shouting here, shouldn't the escapement wheel have the same number of teeth as the marble wheels?
Oh yeah, it should. I made 8. Yes.
Thank you, chat.
Gretzky's. Skating where the puck is going. That is a good point. I might fill it unnecessarily on the wrong. Okay, so Rosero's feedback regarding 8 is that it had the best hold, because of course if you have a longer diameter, the angle where the marble is going to be released is too shallow. So let's read on my wall. What would Rosero do? Let's have a look. Let's go for 8. And now let's make both 8. So we're going back to our circular pattern here. And please excuse the fact that everything is blue currently. Things tend to be blue when I'm messing around, and it's okay. It would actually have been much more helpful to constrain things from the beginning. Let's see. Oh yeah, because then these things are happening. You know what? We figure things out. Let's make beautiful sketches. I'm gonna constrain this thing. And I'm gonna put it in a relationship to, why not origin? I think I'm gonna put it in a relationship to here. Sometimes on stream I try to be fast, and that usually is slow. There is an expression, slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Ooh. We learned stuff left to right here on these streams.
And look at this, my fellow friends, we have the first black line. So let's do something that is black now. Marble size, I'm really curious if we can fit 40 millimeters marbles. It would look great from the audience. I think that would be so much fun. Circular pattern, boom, boom. 8. Why change? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Am I right or am I right? So there we go. I am slightly confused about how few marbles are in there, but of course, with 8, it will always be the same regardless of diameter. So it makes total sense now when I think about it. A little pattern for the bolt holes. I think people are more comfortable now when things are constrained, myself included.
Styret, did you do a global parameter for marble size?
Not yet. I had this day when I thought that I would have global parameters for my whole life. And then someone in chat said, like, global parameters are cool, but use them only for the absolute necessary things. And the marble size is probably, that will probably be a global parameter. That should probably be a global parameter. Let's now make the escapement teeth. And basically it shouldn't. So if I use, so now I'm gonna CAD like the second wheel, and we don't want to touch the marbles, so that should be a good thing. And then we can use this space for the teeth. So here we can kind of see exactly what kind of place we have, I think, if I'm thinking correctly. No, wait, let's not do that. And I'm gonna have these teeth investigated by Gretzky's at a later stage. I kind of had the right idea when I made my version to the right. I was obsessed by looks, and I had my reasons, but it was a painful mistake. So I learned a hard way to not mess with these teeth.
Yeah, we don't want any fights here.
No.
We saw you took the fights with the machines in the documentary footage from our intros.
It went kind of not so good. I like the second round where I got 2 jabs in first.
Yeah, you look so happy and then so insulted when the machine hits you. Oh, why?
Because I think in the first one I'm not even throwing one punch.
No.
8. This starts to look like engineering, doesn't it? Look at this.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Human eye loves patterns. And let me do this fillet while we're here. So you are tangential to you, and you are tangential to you, and then you are construction line, and then I'm gonna take a center point arc and just find the point here where it snaps.
I'm just heading out really fast. I'll be right back.
Awesome. And I think this is blue now until I tell the diameter. Wait, maybe I should just do this. I should say you are tangential to you. You are tangential to you. And now when I give the diameter 2 millimeter fillet, perhaps? Maybe 1.5. Should we do 1.5, everyone? Let me zoom in on that. I'm so happy that I finally have enabled a good zoom function. So CAD through the live streams is a little bit, looks a little bit choppy, image-wise, I mean. We have a problem with getting good quality Fusion 360 footage into the stream. No one has complained so far, so it can't be too bad. But I'm working on trying to improve the sharpness for you in the live streams. So I'm going to circular pattern this little fillet. Let's do 8. And there we go. And in another stream, this is a trick that I discovered. Styret, are you paying attention? Styret is my friend, a fantastic designer, but more experienced in SketchUp. So when it comes to Fusion 360, we have a graphical. So Styret, I'm gonna teach you something here if you're still here. Let me first delete the timeline. And let me actually do this browser tree a little bit more seriously. I'm going to make a new component. I'm going to call this 0702 Escapement outsides. And while I'm having that one activated, I'm going to extrude this. So here comes the trick, Styret, is that you can use the offset that I just used. So from this one sketch, I can extrude bodies in different planes. And I don't know why it took me so long to see this. I should have used more construction lines there. Maybe not. So this is the shape I want on the side. And now I'm happy for my zoom function because now I can show you this menu a little bit better right here. So start. I always start from the profile plane before, but if you choose offset, you can choose, like we did before, 10 millimeter, and the body will offset 10 millimeter away. So let's do 8 millimeter thickness of that body. Boom. And if I go over here now, you can see there is a 10 millimeter distance between the sketch plane, which means that when I'm going to extrude the next component, I can do it from the same sketch. Very basic trick, but oh so useful. When I showed it the first time 2 days ago, there was a Canadian in chat who said they wanted to marry the offset feature when they discovered it. So I have kind of similar feelings for it. So it's not only me who are into these things. Very basic stuff. Escapement middle. And now we're going to choose the middle thing here. And we are going to extrude at 20 millimeter symmetrically, whole length. Here we go. Let's, to keep things apart, make that green. And now we're going to mirror. I think I'm going to mirror this body just so we don't have an issue. Here's a sketch plane. That's the middle plane. So I'm going to mirror that body over the... Actually, I'm going to mirror the component. It's a better idea. Hit S, mirror, choose component. I choose my component. This one I want. Choose your mirror plane. Since I always make my sketches on construction planes, I can click it from the menu. And there's our sandwich. Wait, have I been stupid now? Yes, probably you're screaming at me in chat now. And Hannes is not reading it out. This is, of course, the wrong geometry now, because these outsides needs to be larger because they go on the side of the marbles. But that should not be hard to figure out. So if we have a 20 millimeter break in between, it should be this easy. I'm just gonna put a 20 millimeter circle here, and that should be the gear teeth. So yeah, probably the middle should not be that wide. Let me make the middle thinner so we get more grip around the marbles, because in this we don't really get a good grip on the marbles. So let me fix that. I have all this old junk in the timeline. Oh, it's outside screen. You don't even see it. It's previous designs, has nothing to do with this. Let's think of another middle thing. So we're going to change this offset that I talked about. It's going to be tighter. So let's do this offset 5 millimeters instead. And then we're going to extrude this. And here I can show you something else. I'm going to edit this feature of the middle thing we made. And I made a mistake here, you could say. I choose the distance. I should have chose to a plane. So instead of a distance, no, sorry. Extend type. Why can't I? To object. You can't make that symmetric to object? Whoa. So I wanted to use to object instead and choose this. But for some reason, start object. Never mind. That was a tangent. Welcome back, Hannes.
Thank you. I just saw Mr. Gonsonator a couple of minutes ago said you need to invert the roles. The marble wheel needs to be the inner one or it won't work. Did you do that?
Oh, we put the escapement wheel on the outside. Why though? I think maybe maybe Gonzo saw me. I put 10 meter instead of 10 millimeter. Pro. Okay, yeah. It could be on the outside as well. I think where I was going is that I'm gonna fix the problem you have seen, Gonzo, because now we have 10 millimeter in the middle here, and then the shape should be. The shape of the teeth should then be smaller, but not that much smaller. But maybe on the outside is a better idea. I don't know.
Hannes Martin is invert the sandwich. Lawrence Clarkson.
So
then it can be bigger, Gonsonator says.
Yeah. If we take the marbles in the middle, we have the maximum grip of the marbles. So, and then we see the escapement on the outside. So why not actually? Or I can just make the escapement smaller. There's no reason why I used all the space here. Wait. I can make the escapement smaller regardless.
Lawrence Clarkson also says marbles aren't cylinders, so current sandwich doesn't hold marbles securely.
Exactly. That's where I'm going now. That's why I was thinking to make them smaller on the side and sticking up more here. But wait. So since we have 10 millimeter empty in the middle, I think this would be the gear teeth. I'm just thinking what I prefer, because I think we can solve both. The escapement wheel on the inside or the escapement wheel on the outside.
You want to eat the sandwich and have it too?
So that's what I'm thinking about right now. Let me follow through on this idea first. So now these will be construction lines. I just want to show everyone like the two solutions. So I think we can go with both. And this constraint should not be there.
Mr. Gonzonate, I'm dying here. Invert the sandwich.
Now, don't be hasty. Just because... no, it's... don't die. Everyone stay calm. I know it's exciting. I know we've been waiting for this. We will have time. And you can send me CAD on the link in the description. Do we have the new links in the description?
It should be there.
Send me the CAD suggestions. I like the inverted thing because then we can see the escapement working as well. So yeah, 8. So these are the smaller things. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? That it.
Elliot News X, make the marble 3D to actually have the right dimension.
Oh, we can even make a curve. I can cut it out with a sphere, and then we know for sure. I'll make a revolve. I'll make a revolve. That's a good idea, Elliot. Shoof! Another Avenger has entered the battlefield. I'm going to make a revolve, and there will be
engineers assemble.
That's not bad. That's not a bad one. Engineers assemble. Okay, let me follow through on this idea.
Yes. Cut it with a sphere.
I'm not gonna cut it with a sphere. I'm gonna cut it with a revolve. You're gonna love that even more.
News X, no, not curve. Just don't eyeball it to 30 millimeter.
30 millimeter was not an eyeball. I took it from the 10 millimeter here, but I appreciate it. Let's see what happened here. Roll history marker here. So I'm going to extrude this whole thing. Like so. And then we are going to revolve half of this around this.
Avengers. Clayton Erickson. Wow.
So now we're engineers. Now we have the perfect shape, and then we're gonna repeat this. Doesn't this look like Marble Machine 3? That's not difficult to cut on a CNC machine, actually. Circular pattern of the cut feature we just made. Objects, this revolve. Access, this one. 8 instances. Boom. So the interesting thing about this is that we're getting better grip on the marbles on the outside. We're even crossing. Do you see what I mean? We're getting above center here. Of course, we would need to have them a little bit bigger than marbles, but if I'm seeing this correctly, we're getting better traction with the sandwich on the outside. So now we can move forward in the timeline and just see what happens when we do this. This is obviously wrong. No. I'm in the wrong place. Here we go. Did I break this one? Did they break? Come on. Okay, I have to troubleshoot the sketch. This is so much fun with all the
Engineers.
All the engineers.
Your marble plane is not centered to the middle of the middle wheel. Frank L.
These ones are not closed. That's the issue I'm having with this. I'm just going to see if this circular pattern have. Why is this closed? This easy. It's that easy. Your marble plane.
Marbles can't enter / leave if grip is above center.
Okay.
Michael Van M.
That makes sense. Well, they would. Well. No, that's. Is it true? Probably it's super true. I'm just thinking about how they're entering. Grip should probably not be above center. You're absolutely right about that. Okay, now this worked again. So now we have this, and we have this. And we have something that I wasn't at all preparing to make, and that's why I love these live streams, because we can work on the same thing. You are all here helping out, Gretzky's, making passes and netting goals.
Sometimes you just miss the puck when they set up the pass, right?
Yeah. But you
get there eventually.
So let's remove the above center. I think you're absolutely right about that. So we can just not have that nightmare. How is Gonzo? Is he still waiting for the...
I haven't heard from him. I'm getting worried now.
Oh no.
Gonzo, please, a sign of life. Colin Dawson, at least the marbles won't end up on the floor. They're stuck in the gate.
Exactly. No bad things that doesn't come with some good. That's a Swedish expression. I don't know. Do we have that one in English, everyone? Nothing bad without some good or something like that. Would love to learn that one.
Reverse that, right?
Nothing good without some bad.
Yeah.
No, are you being pessimistic now, Hannes? 3000. I hope some optimism in the 4000 upgrade.
Oh yeah, that's what I lack, optimism. Yeah, right.
Look at my beautiful parametric extrude feature.
Ooh. Okay, Gonzonator left the chat. Mrs. Gonzonator wifey. Mr. Gonzonator wifey made food, pasta.
Oh my god. So when you have eaten your pasta, we will have inverted sandwich for you for dessert. Look at this beautiful
No good
shape.
without evil. No pain, no gain.
Ah, there we go.
Every rose has its thorn. Silver lining also. Yeah, that's true.
Yesterday we learned Hail Mary.
Yeah.
We're getting cultural here.
You know, we learn so much. You teach us valuable lessons, chat.
Here we go. We are not gripping the marbles above center, but we're gripping them pretty tightly. So this took me longer than I thought. It's okay. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. This was neither smooth, fast, or fast. And now we're gonna mirror our friend. And that was the only parametric thing. Look at this. This looks like engineering. Okay, so here's alternative 1. It's sandwich. And now we're going to invert the sandwich. So what should I do? I want to put them next to each other. So I'm just going to go into the sketch and copy this whole thing and make the alternative like this. Okay. And I'm just going to cheat by constraining the midpoint and everything should turn black. Boom. Because we're just finding things out here now. This, do I even need to? No. I think I can use the same sketch actually.
Erik Lindholm, is wood marbles heavy enough to make the gate rotate?
Very good point. I think they're too light generally. So maybe like some really hard wood. Because I don't think they fall nice. And I think it would be good if they could create more volume, especially on the snare drum. So maybe I want different materials for different instruments, different sizes for different instruments. We'll see about all that jazz later. But I've been thinking maybe I want wooden marbles like with a steel core. So that could solve it, like good for the sound. Escapement, sandwich, inverted. Escapement, sandwich, inverted. Okay, let me...
Love the name.
So here is the idea from Gonzonator. To put this shape in the middle and then the escapement on the outside. So let's just make this, let's say 20. Boom. And then we're going to make another new component outside. cheating with the names here. And then we're gonna put the wheel.
And people are worried about the wood marbles and humid conditions. How that would be a factor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We should test them in here because it gets pretty humid in here when we live stream a whole day.
It does. Let's say 10. No, the other way. Yeah, we can go that way. And the thickness is 8, perhaps. Let's offset it this way. And thickness is -8.
You know what's even more important, Martin? To have a little cheer from you.
1 second.
No, put the mouse down.
Mr. Assertive over here. Cheers, Hannes.
Cheers, everyone. Ow!
So let us know how this time of streaming fits your life. Because we've been streaming during our daytime. And this is a little bit of a later stream.
Yeah.
Of course, you that are here now, you're gonna
You
be
like
you're gonna be biased. So that was maybe a bad poll, but
We have generally more audience now than we have during the days. That's something.
So let me just give this little friend a little happy color.
We have more viewers, but less likes on this clip. What's up with that? What's up with that?
Are we gonna derail into like begging? Then I'm gonna stop streaming.
There's no like begging here. I'm just stating something here.
Okay,
I'm just trying to find which time during the day is the best.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Great for Americans. Very well.
So let me just fix something. I'm annoyed by these not being filleted.
Perfect. Yeah, everybody say it's perfect. Like you said, quite biased.
Yeah, I think there's a term for it. Isn't it like a cool term, like survivorship bias? It's that it's this famous thing from like World War II or something, where only the planes that returned, they saw like where the planes that were returned got hit, and then they put extra plates there, and then they forgot to see that, well, these planes actually returned. Or something like that. I'm butchering the whole story. And war anecdote seems less funny nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rosero has a funny comment here. This does not suit me well. It now cuts into my free time instead of work time.
Rosero, what do you think about the inverted sandwich? Do you see these two ideas working both of them working good? Or do you have a preference for one over the other? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, a nice little spike in likes here. Oh, I wonder why. That's interesting. Huh. Strange.
Derail into like begging.
Never gonna happen, Martin. Don't you worry.
I told this story on a stream the other day. I remember when I started my first band, we played like music box like this on rock and roll festivals, and DJs were playing next to us, and we were like playing like a nice little tune like this, and you would like from the stage besides us. Everyone was playing electric guitar and heavy drums, and I realized that the softer we played, the more the audience listened.
Yeah.
And this is how I want to like have...
This is your long way of telling me that I should shut up?
About likes, yeah. No. It's beautiful. I think in the long run, like on YouTube nowadays, it's easier to stand out by not shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That took me 100 years, but here we are.
Here we are whispering softly into your ears.
Now we have two alternatives. Gonzo, eat up. We need you. We need you back.
Hurry, Gonzonator, hurry.
So we could... Should we put this on both sides?
Everywhere.
Okay, everywhere. Then let me do that. 30 perhaps. 30. So here's the two alternatives. We have escapement in the middle. Let me Yeah, now I can navigate better. Sorry for the nausea. Escapement in the middle. Wheels hell like the...
Take 2.
It's been a long day. This on the outside, that on the outside, okay. However, we're gonna do this. This is great news. This means that we can have the escapement pivot on the backside. So let's maybe make the hockey stick a little more beautiful. Let's remove this. Hannes, it's time for a poll.
A pole?
Inverted sandwich or...
Regular sandwich.
Yeah, so we have to make it more clear. Escapement on the inside or escapement on the outside? Okay.
I'm going to set this up. I've learned something the other day. Let's see if I can do it again.
This is the second poll we're ever trying. It's not... This machine is not going to be designed by committee. It's going to be designed by the benevolent dictator, yours truly. But I will freely use feedback coming in. So I think this is the dropping marble.
So we have escapement on the inside or escapement on the outside. That's right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it. Woo! And we also had here Slice of Sparta. He's also an Avenger now, a Hall of Famer here. Never enough hydro cheers. This time does work better for Americans, but you guys need to work whenever is best for you. Rock on, Martin and Hannes. Thank you, Slice of Sparta. That's exactly what we're gonna do. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but we're gonna do it.
We're still in shock since we posted something on the main channel today. We live streamed to the main channel the weekly summary, and
it's always a big deal to do that.
It's always this channel is like our more I don't know.
It's more relaxed here somehow.
Yeah, we feel more apprehension in the main channel. It feels like trying to live up to all the management expectations and stuff. And it feels so nice to have the summaries. And we got a lot of feedback that people are just like, this is exactly what I have time for. So we're really going to keep them like 8 minutes. So also for everyone here, maybe now you can join the stream and maybe some other time. But if you can't, we will update every week. And it was nice. We built it as a slideshow. First, we thought that we were trying to edit down the live streams.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that we came to our senses that no, we can't edit down the live streams. There's no way of representing this in a short format. So we're just gonna make slideshows, I think, with like the big picture of the design change. So let me constrain this pivot point. I know Rosero has some rules for where this pivot point should sit. And I don't know them right now. 60. Let's push it a little bit closer. 80. No.
Arvid Hjort just has to say here, yo, are you guys in France or Sweden? Let's just say we are coming live from the universe right now. Inside this blue little epic stream studio we have right here. Somewhere out there in the universe.
We haven't left the universe. That is very true. Let me have a look on the facsimile, I think is a cool word right here. Right there.
Okay. And we have now 443 votes has come in. We have 62% in favor of escapement on the inside.
Ooh.
62%.
Interesting.
Let's keep it up for a little while longer.
Interesting. So this is where I need to look into Rosero's step files. Because I have this marble in 12 o'clock position, and I'm pretty sure that's not how Rosero did it. And since we have a big sign here on the wall, what would Rosero do? Looking at this image, I'm seeing... Maybe you can pull the video up. Oh, it doesn't matter. Maybe it would be fun to show. Can you pull the Rosero video up?
I
Hannes
will
3000?
do that. Just give me a second to warm up.
Fun to remind people how that was looking. I'm just thinking about how the marble queue is coming in here. So perhaps like this. And you are tangential with you. And then we have a nice little direction for the marbles. Oh, sorry. Now you can see what I'm doing as well. Fusion is thinking. Fusion is not happy. Why not? Failed to solve. There we go. You are tangential with you.
You know what? Let's watch this in all its glory on a nice little full screen over here. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, this is Wilson. I actually meant the other video, but this is also fun.
The other video?
Yeah, so this was the so like the first, that's the video that was posted after the clock escapement gate.
Ah, I know now. Here we have it. Well, take two, everybody. Take two.
Inspiration Gonzonator 1982 as well. Oh, that frame, can you freeze it on the CAD? Let's see if we have the angle somewhere. I will figure this out later. Oh, never mind. Perfect. That was so epic the first time I saw this gate.
Mind officially blown.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. So now I'm thinking about the link over here to the programming wheel. And that's what I'm thinking about right now.
Rosero says here, can I see the sign? Happy smiley face. Then also, but I can share the step file, and I think I have some explanation on the geometry somewhere as well.
I would love to have it. If you either can email it to me, or if you can just put it on the file request Dropbox link, it's even better.
Yeah.
That is in the description of this video. Thank you, Rosero. Because it's about the marble that is going to be released, and Rosero figured out like the perfect rest position, the perfect rest angle of the escapement thing. I have it now at 12 o'clock, and I don't think that was it. So here is my worry. Maybe I should constrain this hockey stick to make... if there's one feedback I'm getting like from professional engineers, is how hammered they usually are. How it was hammered into them during education to always constrain the sketches. That's basically something that I hear all the time. And I think maybe I should just start to use that practice as well.
Update on poll here. We now have it's 59% on the escapement on the inside.
Interesting. So inside people, can you motivate in chat why you love that idea? That would be interesting. Why you prefer it on the inside?
Chat blowing up in 3, 2, 1, go.
I am getting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Reminder to everyone that Rosero voted for inside. More compact. Inside is cleaner and lighter. Sounds more stable. So the marble can't get out through the sides.
Can you see how people have voted?
Who has voted who? What?
Yeah.
No. Because Rosero said so.
Okay.
Seems more reliable. It looks more comfortable for the Marble Machine X. Or it looks more comfortable for the marble, actually.
Yeah, it's being held centered by the... I think this is a good point. Let me show what I think the person meant. It's kind of being hugged here. And it doesn't want to, because we have push, right?
Yeah.
The cue is pushing. And it feels just here, but probably it's a technical difference. It feels like it would stay a little bit more centered, having less, it would give the push on the next marble like straighter and cleaner, while over here, it would push more to the sides perhaps. But of course, if the tolerances of the sides is correct, that does not matter anyway.
I vote for outside for the aesthetics, but the form from function will say inside. So yeah, people are wanting the inside, yes. And you said it yourself, it's like they're hugging the marble, and who doesn't want a hug, you know?
Maybe that was what went wrong with the previous machine. Look at this hockey stick.
Oh!
It's a Gretzky stick.
It's a Gretzky stick. Right there.
Looks ridiculous.
I need to end the poll right here. 59% for inside at least.
Okay. So I don't want the marbles here because I want the connecting point here. Imagine when you look at the machine from the front and you just see like a waterfall of marbles being controlled, but you don't see the mechanism. It's pretty cool, actually. I always wanted to flaunt all the mechanism on the Marble Machine X, and it turned into the horror show we all know and love. Ding, CADing, CADing.
Do.
Now you know why I have no lyrics in my songs. We can laugh about it now. How's this looking?
Probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
So I haven't figured out the muting mechanism. If we're gonna push here, I like pulling better than pushing because it feels like a more stable thing, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So let's do this. You are 15 as well. And you are 15. What happened here? Remove that one as well. New component. Gretzky's stick. I don't know how to spell Gretzky.
With a Z.
I think I got it right.
Yeah, you did. You did.
So this whole idea follows one of the design principles perfectly. I want to keep things centered on this design because we can extrude this symmetrically in the middle here. And look how centered this is. Even I feel centered.
If only we were so centered. Constrain me.
Gretzky was a paying center, right?
Yeah. Perhaps it was a forward, right?
Why can't I play the X-Files melody? I tried to play the X-Files the other day and I don't know how to play it.
How do you feel, Martin? I feel like I've learned something today at least.
Ooh. Okay. So. You know what? This was fantastic. We are. Can I just show the CAD one last time?
Oh yes, you can. How many you want to?
I'm going to upload this CAD file in the description of this live stream after we close the stream. We have to run now, but I love to stream in these evenings.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to have you all here. All the Avengers assemble. What did you call it? Avengineers?
Avengineers.
All the Avengineers. And this design, I didn't know that we could make this design, and you fixed it. So thank you. And thanks to Hannes 3000 for an awesome day. We will be back tomorrow morning.
Deepest pleasure.
Yeah. So we actually got pretty great ideas. I'm stunned by the help we're getting from chat. Look here how it was when I was alone. In pain.
You only had me with a camera there filming the fights.
Yeah, I asked Hannes about engineering and look what happened.
Look what happened. Disaster. Disaster.
So we're gonna let yeah, I'm putting the download link in 10 minutes or so. It should be updated after the stream, and then we will back tomorrow. So yeah,
it's been a fun day, big day. We did our first weekly summary. We got that off our backs. Now we're like, oh, now we know how to do them. Now we just keep on pushing.
Yeah,
every day we got the formula done.
We got the Avengineers with us. We're so happy about that. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Take care.